My goodness me. That was a show today. And is that the last one of the night, Tom?
No, we got one more.
All right.
Or at least if you want to do the next one, Future Game Show.
Yeah, is that on now?
Yeah. Yep, straight away. You might be.
Right.
We got a new picture for that one.
Future Game Show. It's coming up. It's coming up on the screen. So I'm ready. Let's do that.
We got Doc Brown because Back to the Future.
Yeah. Is he on this?
No, I've just put that on my screen.
Oh, really? I'll have a look at your stream as well. So
it's like, what am I going to put for Future Game Show as like a picture? It's like, I don't know, Back to the Future. There you go.
I will take a look. Oh no, I've actually closed it. Too bad. I won't. I'll have a look at it afterwards.
Rug like the part with the gas masks.
Yes.
Turns out the real PC gaming show was the G-Force we made along the way.
Yes. It's funny. It's always quite cringy. And actually, that was a more compact PC gaming show than we normally have. That's probably about an hour shorter than usual. I think they've very drawn out in the past.
Last couple of years, I think they've been about 90 minutes. But yeah, the first one or two of them were like, they were like 2 hours, 3 hours.
Easy, yeah. And they'll be talking to the sponsors, and like you say, they were saying like a monitor sponsor, and it went on for ages.
Sponsored by SSDs now. SSDs nuts.
SSDs. All right then.
I thought that said shit a load times there. Oh no. I love adverts for storage devices.
Yeah, love a storage device, I tell you.
It's very interesting.
Oh, wonderful. It's full of excitement. It makes me want to buy it right now. I just feel like I want to buy an SSD, Tom.
Right this minute.
Right this minute. Right now. Forget this. Hold on. It's getting a bit loud there.
So I think this is the second one they've done of this.
Yeah.
And I'll have to watch the other one from last year, but I want to say it was one of the worst things I saw.
I'm Laura Bailey, but you may know me as Abby Anderson from The Last of Us
Right.
Part 2.
That fills me with confidence that we're in for a really good show.
Today, though, I'll be taking a break.
It can
from
only
Fighting the
improve.
Apocalypse to bring you a whole host of exciting game trailers, reveals, and updates. But before we get into all that, I need to get my co-host on the line. I'm sure you're going to be familiar with this person. He's appeared in The Last of Us, Uncharted, God of War. You name it, he's probably in the credits.
Troy Baker.
Without further ado, here is my good friend and continual co-star, Troy Baker.
It's Troy Baker. Of course it is.
Hello, Laura. You look amazing, as always. Yes, you may know me from a few video games. Joel Miller in The Last of Us, or good old Agent Jonesy from Fortnite. But over the next hour or so, Laura and I are going to be giving you the inside scoop of some incredibly exciting games, and also showcasing developer interviews, exclusive trailers, and a whole lot more, including world premieres.
There's also a chance to win
He's
a
gonna take your job.
$500 gift card and a WD Black hard drive by following the link here. And we have a new addition to the show this year, the virtual show floor. More on that later, but let's kick things off with the first world premiere. And for that, we're going prehistoric.
I don't think so, John. Okay, start off with something good, please. All footage captured in engine.
Cinematic.
You're getting a bit of crackling on your end.
Hold on.
It's like sporadic.
Oh, is it my voice?
No. I think
No.
it was from the video.
All right.
Is this meant to be this quiet? Okay, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, is this oh wait, no. It was that Instinction, did that say? It's very dark again. Wait, was that it? Are we on to the next thing?
No, I don't think so. Is it still part of it, I think? Is it?
Don't know. Oh god, the video quality is terrible.
Yeah, it's poor.
It's like 480p.
Yeah, poor stream quality.
Oh, hang on, it might have just jumped up a bit there. Yeah, I think it just jumped up in quality. Person streaming it has forgotten to put it on 1080.
Yeah.
Oh, this looks pretty jank.
Yeah. I think the stream quality is not helping it. That's all.
It's not.
Big scary dinosaur beast things.
Yeah, is that in? That's so dark. Is it Instinction?
Yeah. Instinction.
There you go.
Instinction is expected in 2022. What's next, Laura?
Weird how they show off their games, isn't it? I mean, is that meant to... This will make them want to buy it?
Let's throw it over to Prideful Sloth HQ
I know,
to find out
it's like...
more.
I don't know.
This looks cute.
G'day from Prideful Sloth HQ. I'm Adam.
And I'm Cheryl, and we're the design team on Grow Song of the Evertree. Grow is Prideful Sloth's latest project that we're working on with 505 Games.
Grow Song of the Evertree is a beautiful
Oh,
sandbox
Mr.
game
Olivier
about
was
growing
playing
new
earlier.
worlds,
Damn.
building a town, and bringing harmony back to the land.
Grow will be available later this year on PC, PlayStation, Xbox.
I want the
and
big
Switch.
sloth.
Thanks for watching.
Once upon a time, our lands teemed with creatures great and small.
It's like Pokemon.
The beauty of the worlds was unrivaled.
Pretty.
The people thrived and lived in harmony with the land around them. But this harmony was not to last. Slowly, without much notice, the withering was creeping out from the darkness. Once it took hold, there was little that could be done. Our lands were overrun, and all that was cherished disappeared before us. But all was not lost. One young, brave soul stayed behind. With support from their friends and with boundless determination, this young soul seeks out a way to push back the withering and bring life back to our world. Grow.
What's it called? Grow.
Song of the Evertree.
That looks pretty cute.
Mm.
Bit of colour.
That was
Yep.
Grow, Song
Nice,
of the
nice and
Evertree,
colourful.
which is coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch in 2021.
Okay, Laura, that was extremely cute, but have you considered more dinosaurs? Hmm?
You can't just hijack every game reveal and make it about dinosaurs, Troy.
Life.
Wait, are we getting Jurassic World for a third time?
We are.
Fucking Jesus
This
Christ.
is a very
Gotta
different
use
world.
Jeff Goldblum. They paid the money.
Is it just even... Are they actually going to show gameplay
I'm
yet?
Rich Newbold, game director at
It's
Frontier
just
Developments.
no.
So as you may have seen earlier at the PC game show, we're working on Jurassic World Evolution 2. We're really
Just the
excited
same
about
stuff
it
we've already
and
seen.
Looking forward to creating the
Again.
most authentic Jurassic experience.
But just
yet.
with the developer
We've got
saying stuff.
tons of new features across 4 different game modes.
Sound is
including
slightly
our
out of sync
original
as well.
Jurassic Campaign, which is a story set after the events of Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. You're going to be leading
Very
efforts
slightly.
to contain, control, and conserve all those dinosaurs now running out in the wild.
I did, Mo.
You'll be
This is
working
not Jeff
alongside
Goldblum,
characters
though.
from the films, voiced by original talent such as Jeff Goldblum. And in the game,
Sorry,
we
Jeff
have
Goldblum.
over 75 prehistoric species. We've got new dinosaurs, we have returning community favourites, and we've added flying and marine reptiles to the game. I'm really thrilled to be showing you a first look at footage from the game itself.
Oh,
This is
Christ,
a
thank
From
you.
Species
Good, we've got
Field
something
Guide
new.
series of videos focusing on one of the many prehistoric species we have in the game. This is an iconic, popular dinosaur. It's the Triceratops, but we're showing you it in a new environment never seen before in Jurassic World Evolution. I hope you enjoy it and are looking forward to the game
Space.
releasing later this year.
All right, here we go then.
The Triceratops is one of the most recognizable herbivores to ever have existed. It is best known for its trio of facial horns. These adornments are not just for display purposes. The brow horns in particular can inflict considerable damage to any dinosaur that dares to provoke it.
That was the gameplay demo.
Oh my
That
god.
was Jurassic World Evolution 2, which is launching in 2021.
I'm suddenly
on
feeling
PC,
quite tired.
PS4,
Actually, I'm going to see how I get on, but I need some
and
exciting
Xbox
stuff, or
Series
I'm going to
X
call it a night, I
and
think,
S.
Tom, actually. I was feeling all right like 10 minutes ago.
For this next section, we're bringing the joys of E3
I guess the
to
waves
your
of
home
heat that
with
are
a
flooding
series of
into my
demos you
room.
can play right now.
It's still
That's right.
all right
Tune in.
here, thankfully.
This is the Future Game Show virtual show floor. And remember, if any of the featured games grab your interest, you can try them out now by heading to the Future Game Show Steam page. So let's head down to the show floor
Is
where
that
I
a demo?
believe Laura is waiting.
Yes, hello and welcome to the Future Game Show's virtual E3 show floor. Just look at it, Troy!
I am looking at it. It is incredible. They nailed it. You know, minus the queuing and the heat and the, how do I say, musk that's in the air? But man, the darkness, perfection.
All right, enough reminiscing. Let's check out some games. I'd like to start by showing you A Tale of Paper. This is a striking platformer from Open House
Looks
Games,
like Little
where you
Nightmares.
transform to
Yeah.
solve puzzles in an oversized world, dodging
Looks
creepy
nice.
crawlies and mischievous
spiders.
Goombas.
And
You're
now
getting
for
attacked by a
another
Roomba
tale
there.
of paper As you shift packing boxes and
Yes,
the house
I think that
moving
was.
sim get packed, fully loaded.
Or
As
maybe
you
that
can
was your
see, it's all
friend.
about moving couches on a couch with your friends in couch
packed.
co-op. It's going to be available on Xbox
Isn't this just
One, PlayStation
moving
4,
out?
and
What are you
PC,
doing? What are you
and
doing?
is
Are you
also
stealing stuff
backwards
there?
compatible on
I've
PS5
got
and
no
Xbox
idea what's going on in
Series
that
X and S.
bedlam that was taking
Are you
place.
done saying couches?
Yeah.
Yes.
Looks like there's a game called Moving Out that came out
Sure. What do
last
you
year.
have-
Right.
Looks similar to that.
Wait, what's that?
Oh, don't worry about them.
Oh, they got some Steam keys there.
Go,
Yeah.
go.
So about that drink.
Right, yeah.
Getting there
sure.
quick enough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a genre cocktail full of co-op action RPG combat and finished with a survival twist. How does that sound, huh?
More Diablo.
I said, how's a...
I heard what you said.
genre...
Tell me about the game.
This is Gatewalkers, which sees you and up to 3 other players
Gatewalkers.
banding together to tackle procedurally generated worlds full of monsters. But you also have to gather resources to fight off hunger, thirst, and the dreaded cold. Haku! Oh, like the element cold. Got it.
Wow. Let's hope no one gets thirsty enough for another one of your jokes. Anyway, come over here and check out
is
the
very
many
funny.
imaginative worlds of Game Deck. This is an isometric RPG that has you solving crimes across multiple virtual realities,
Oh.
where your choices will shape the world around you in and outside of the simulations.
More
Ooh,
interesting.
Speaking of
Yeah.
detectives, check this out.
Pretty cool.
Backbone is a gorgeous
Ah,
adventure
this
game
looks
from
great,
Everett
this
set in
one.
a dystopian
Yeah.
Vancouver, where you must crack cases to clean house in this corrupt post-noir city.
I think this is on Game Pass on PC
You're a raccoon.
when it comes out.
Well, if you like raccoons, allow me to offer you more critter-based adventures with Beacon Pines. Set inside of a magical storybook, Beacon Pines
Wouldn't it be great
sends
to have a
players to
virtual show
sleepy
floor
mountain
like that, where you
town
could
collect
play the
powerful
games or
words that
something?
can
Like in
completely
VR.
alter the narrative.
Yeah.
In this
Well,
Yeah.
not even VR, even on your TV, and you just wander
You know,
around
I'm
and
detecting
you walk
a
up to a
theme with
machine,
the
you press start, and you can
anthropomorphic
play
just
animals.
it.
I know, Laura,
stream
I've
it.
always-
More
Huh.
codes.
Another set of
Mm.
codes. Interesting.
Diablo with survival mechanics.
Troy,
That's as
focus.
PC as it gets.
I've got a triple threat of fighting foxes to show you. This
Trifox.
is Trifox, a charming cartoon brawler where you fight waves of enemies as one of 3 adaptable combat classes. Great, huh?
Yes, totally. But now it's.
They all
time to
sound
be
sarcastic.
serious. Mankind is gone, but the beavers remain. Welcome to Timberborn. It's a unique city builder where players set out to create the ultimate beaver society. This involves everything from constructing dams to crafting carousels.
All right.
Even buck-toothed critters need a solid work-life balance.
That they do. that
Sure.
they do. So, what's next?
Never fear, the Rift Breaker is here.
Wow. What was that?
Is what I would say if I was playing our next game, which is a base-building survival game where you hack and slash your way through hordes of alien creatures. Look at it!
Oh, decent. Wow, that's a lot of blood.
More from the Rift Breaker.
Okay, maybe after this showcase we're meant to be hosting.
Alan, have you gone to sleep?
And with that, we've reached.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
I thought you nodded
go hands-on with all of these games right now by visiting the Future Game Show page on Steam. Now, how do we quit this? Is it no? Oh, that's update.
That's cool that they're getting demos for all of this stuff.
Help me out just a little bit.
I got you. Okay, we're back.
Nice and quick.
Quick note, from here on in, when you see this pop up on screen during a trailer, it means you can visit the Future Game Show page on Steam to play a demo.
John says he wants to see more beavers.
Immediately.
Adrian!
We might see more.
I was doing Rocky. Sorry, I just always wanted to do that. It's because our next game is all about floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. Check out this exclusive presentation from Steel City Interactive about Esports Boxing Club.
Esports Boxing Club. Oh, did it just go back a second there for you?
In 2021, Esports Boxing Club brings you the greatest fight roster in video game history. With over 200 fighters already signed, we've got some of the biggest and most anticipated names. From the absolute legends of the sport to the most exciting names in boxing today.
People have been clamoring for a good boxing game for a while.
Yes. It's funny how the boxing genre's just been forgotten, really. It's such a massive opportunity.
The EA ones are really good.
Yeah, but they haven't released one for years, have they? I mean,
no, it's 2010, 2012 or something.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, well, they released one in 2007. It was massive at the time, and the graphics were amazing at that time. And they just haven't done anything with it since. I can't understand why boxing's been sort of forgotten. All I can think is that there's licensing problems. It's too expensive.
Fight Night was sick. They don't continue their best sports games. Fight Night and Skate. Skate's getting a new game though, Slug.
This allows us to recreate
Hope you're well, dude.
knockdowns. Even when a fighter's unsteady on their feet, it's not purely animation based.
John saying Jake Paul DLC. I bloody hope not.
Come into the studio
Oh wow, yeah.
Through motion capture.
This looks pretty cool, though.
Reviewing the game during its development.
Yeah, again, the video's not doing it any favours.
No, it's very blurry. It's the problem. I hope that blur isn't in the game.
I don't think it is. I think it's just the video.
In the studio, we're still going to aim high when it comes to
looks
production
good.
values.
Looks good. They can get it off the ground with a lot of these titles. Because it's smaller development teams, they can get it off the ground. The sequel will be the game you want it to be, but sometimes you've got to produce 2 or 3 of
Esports
these.
Boxing Club is coming to PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Series S.
Everything.
No,
Esports Boxing Club is a bloody awful name, though.
With over 100 players taking part in epic battles,
Good boxing game, good golf games as well. Good golf games.
Let's take a closer look.
I think PGA's the new
year.
PGA game is doing the trick there, though. I think.
Product not yet rated.
I've got to play a new PGA game.
So this is just gone really loud all of a sudden.
Yeah, I noticed that.
My name's
What
Max
is it?
Ria. I'm the founder of Black Matter and the lead developer of Hell Let Loose. Hell
Hell
Let
Let
Loose
Loose.
began as the idea
Hell
of
Let Loose.
hobbyist game developers all the way back in 2015.
Fight
Following a
Night, yeah.
successful Kickstarter, we launched into early
What did I
access
play?
in
What was
the
a
middle
boxing
of
game I
2019.
played a lot?
And since then, we've delivered
God, I
9
can't
enormous
remember.
updates, including
Rug's saying he's
entire
played
systems
this.
overhaul,
Is this out, Rug,
16
or
maps, tons of new
is it
weapons,
early
gadgets,
access?
and vehicles, as well as expanding our unique real-time strategy-inspired metagame. As a result, we've been fortunate to sell more than 1 million copies during our first year of early access.
Oh, it's early
2021
access. There you go.
is only going to be bigger. I'm excited to announce that we're launching out of early access on July the 27th with the introduction of the Soviet forces on the Eastern Front, including famous battles like Kursk and Stalingrad, before we close out the year by bringing Hell Let Loose to next-generation consoles. Hell Let Loose has only grown due to the vibrant community that surrounds it, from our earliest Kickstarter backers to our newest recruits. We're excited to introduce you to this ever-evolving and expanding World War II experience. We hope you enjoy this first look at what's to come.
There's a bit of a gap on the consoles, gap in the market for consoles for World War II games at the moment.
Well,
we haven't had any big ones for a little while, have we?
It's Call of Duty, you know, when they move on to a new game, they basically kill the old one off. And so, yeah, I mean, for something new and fresh, there's always an opportunity if it's done right for World War II.
Hell Let Loose is
Battlefield 5 was the last one. That was the last big World War
One, that was, wasn't
it? Is it World War 1?
No. World War 1.
I thought it was World War 2, that one.
Have you ever wanted to play XCOM?
No.
That's Battlefield 1 is Battlefield World War 1.
Of course.
I think Battlefield 5 was
Yep,
World
that's
War
what I
2.
thought. Then you need to keep your eye on this next game.
Hello, my name is Heroic Craft, CEO of Ireland.
I really like Call of Duty World at War. That was my favourite Call of Duty.
I think Modern Warfare 2 is probably my favourite. It's the one I played the most anyway.
We are ready to show you the launch trailer now. So get ready for June 17 when the game launches on Steam, and have fun blasting some.
That dude in the background looks like Master Chief.
You are the
Yeah, I get those vibes.
Oh, it's just Master Chief.
Bulky Master Chief.
Yeah.
And they do look a bit bulky, don't they?
Will counter the threat of Stroll mutants and liberate
Not Space Hulk bulky, but bulky. Satisfying feeling of chopping lots of bad guys down.
Yeah. Looks like a twin stick shooter, maybe?
Maybe.
Real-time tactical battlefield
The Stroll
genre.
infestation has now infected all colonies on Mars. Build your squad from 6 unique classes of elite soldier, utilizing their skills to best suit each mission type. Customize their weapons and tech, as well as their upgrades and abilities.
Alright.
Take command on a battlefield using the command radio to give orders to the whole squad or individual.
So it's not real time then.
Concentrate fire
Oh, but it's
on
real time,
target
but you're not taking control of it.
carry out supply runs, even during the heat of battle.
Right.
Recruit your friends to the fight and join in
I'm going to head off to bed, I think, now. I'm going to chill out, Tom. It has been
struggling.
a long stream. I am. I know I need to chill out. I'm tired now. I'm dozing. I'm dozing. So I'm going to say thanks to everyone for tuning in tonight as well on all streams. So I just want to say a big thank you to everybody. I've enjoyed the chat. I've enjoyed seeing some of the new games, and it's been good fun, Tom. Really enjoyed it.
Thanks for joining.
Share our normal
game is about delivering
chat
mail in a sleepy American
here. It's been good fun all round. So have me on. But before I fade completely, I'm going to make a move. So thanks everybody for watching, and like you say, thanks to the new followers as well. Really appreciate it.
Hi,
and I'll speak to you later, Tom. Enjoy the rest of the stream.
Take care, Alan. See you soon, man.
Bye-bye.
A game that's set in the 80s. You play as Meredith Weiss, who
You've
takes
just
a
got me
break
now,
from her
I'm
life in a
afraid.
big city to deliver
Very sorry.
mail in her hometown. It's a job you can do at your own leisure, and you will get to know the people in Providence Oaks
is this the
along
Death Stranding
way.
DLC?
Today, we're excited to share an example of an activity after your workday is done. Movie night with Angie from the video store.
The Flick Shack.
This is fun. It's been ages since I've been to the movies.
Well, they call it the movies, plural.
I'll
but of
turn
course,
the
you can only see one movie at a time.
volume up a little
So,
bit now.
which one will it be?
My pick?
Didn't
Alright, let's
want
see.
didn't want Alan's voice being drowned out by the
Big
video.
Trouble in Little China, Blue Velvet, or The Great Mouse Detective.
Oh, I love Great Mouse Detective
All right, I'm ready to pick.
and Big Trouble in Little China actually.
The Great Mouse Detective.
Wouldn't have picked you for a Disney fan. Oh well, let's get in touch with our inner child.
We won't spoil more, and we also can't say what Meredith will do after spending 2 weeks in Providence Oaks, because it's all up to you. Lake is coming first to Xbox and PC this September 1st. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Looks like, do you like, you just playing as Postman Pat? Seems quite relaxing.
We're excited to announce that Lake is coming to Steam, Epic Game Store, and Xbox Series X and S on September 1st.
Just
now,
next
what kind
gen.
of a showcase would this be without a new Souls-like? Our next game is a pixelated take on the genre, following a protagonist with a giant obsidian sword.
Is this They Always Run again?
In the beginning, there was dust, and from that dust, the moon was born. Eons of idleness passed, before suddenly...
The volume is all over the place in these videos.
Celestial chunks cascaded from the heavens unto earth.
Hang on.
From one prodigious shard spawned humanity, and from another, the gods. For a great many years, balance endured, until a foul and malevolent deity...
Sounding a bit jaded there, Mo.
Exil spread greed and distrust among his kin, compelling these calamitous beings to conquer man. Centuries of servitude passed, until finally, aided by a veiled ally, humanity revolted. The Great Crusade overthrew the old gods, imprisoning them within the sacred walls of the Citadel, at the expense of untold lives.
Yeah, I mean, it's only the Square one that didn't have music, to be fair.
To last, for the miscreant Exil returned from his concealment.
He's just fighting
conducting
Cthulhu.
Atrocious experiments upon his caged kindred. A darkness permeated the lands. Rivers stagnated, crops failed, and the world of man began to fade. The great moon, witnessing all, wept a final shard. A shard of the purest obsidian. And thus, a glimmer of hope.
It's guts
remains.
again. So is it just called Obsidian? Oh, Eldest Souls. Fucking hell. They're... Just put
Customize your combat style and
Souls
boss rush Ancient Gods when
in the
Eldest
title.
Souls drops on the PC and all current console formats July 29th, 2021.
And now we've got a closer look at the next game from the folks behind War Thunder. Here's Tom from Darkflow Software to guide you
again,
through.
not my jam, but I hear it's pretty good. This, or at least War Thunder was pretty good from what I've heard.
Hi there, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully our little
You're
trailer
welcome.
has got you interested. My name's Tom, and I'm part of the team
No,
at
my
Darkflow
name's Tom.
Software behind our new game, Enlisted, a historical World War II shooter with some unique gameplay quirks. One of Enlisted's most unique features is the Squads mode, where you head into battle with a squad of AI soldiers under your control. You can instruct them on how to react to enemies, and most importantly, you can switch between any of them seamlessly with the press of a button. You'll only need to respawn.
The
when
video
your entire
quality of
squad
this
is
stream
wiped
is
out.
really
This way,
hurting
you're
this.
always kept right in the middle of the action.
Have I got it on the...
If you prefer a more traditional shooter experience, we have
Yeah,
a
it's on
fleshed out
1080.
solo mode too, where you will only fight against other players. At its core, Enlisted aims to form a golden middle ground between the more hardcore and arcade-style shooters currently available. Time to kill is kept short. A bolt-action rifle to the chest will down a soldier in a single shot, with submachine guns and pistols taking only a few hits. Vehicles as well can of course be devastating, but have their limitations.
I find
Aircraft
it-
restricted to the cockpit view, and crew inside
I find it a
tanks
bit
can
strange
only
having
use viewports to
two
spot targets,
World War
so
II
you'll need to
games
keep your
like
wits about you
very,
to
very
really get the
close to
most
each
out of these
other.
machines. Progression in Enlisted is spread over various campaigns. Currently, you can fight in Moscow, Normandy, and Berlin, with Tunisia and many more coming soon. Each campaign features new weapons and equipment. Firearms can be improved to increase their raw performance, and soldiers can be leveled up to grant them specialized perks. Different classes of soldiers are able to equip different gear, with
Wait, is this
specialist
multiplayer?
classes such as engineers able to build structures
Does that mean some
anywhere
people
on
are
the
going to
map,
have like
including
stronger
fobs,
guns?
sandbags and barbed wire defenses, and even anti-tank cannons and AA guns.
Really,
Enlisted aims
Rug.
to keep historical
It's weird. I've
accuracy
not heard
in
of
the
Hell Let
forefront of
Loose
development.
before. Didn't
Firearms,
realise it was that
locations,
big.
And uniforms are all true to history. No neon pink Sten guns and mohawks here. Each army will be decked out with the equipment they actually used during their respective conflicts. Because of the squads feature, you'll never be short on targets. Twitch reflexes and fast reactions will of course have their place in Enlisted, but even if you haven't had the time to fine-tune your skills, you'll easily be able to come away with a kill count in the double digits. The AI, however, are very attentive and react to sound, and not to be underestimated. But that's all we've got time for. Make sure to give it a try yourself by heading over to enlisted.net/join. Enlisted is cross-platform and available now on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S, and currently in open
They're not
beta.
as everywhere
New
as they used to
content
be,
is added
though.
regularly, and no progress will be wiped upon the full release. Once you've signed up, use the code ENLISTNOW for a free bonus on us. I've been Tom, and I hope to see you all on the battlefield.
You've been Tom. I am
Cheers.
always Tom.
That was
Forever.
Enlisted, which is available now on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S.
Oh wait, it's actually out now?
Next up,
Okay.
we've got a bullet time stunt shooter with fully destructible environments. Oh, and the protagonist only has one arm. Let's check out Severed Steel.
Oh god, the stream is really fucking this up. I can count the pixels. Looks quite good as well. If I could see what was happening. Yeah, it's probably not too bad on your end because I've shrunk the screen. On a big screen, this is looking pretty bloody awful. Looks pretty fun though. Like a bit bullet stormy / super hot. White-haired girl.
Severed
I'm
Steel
in.
is coming soon on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Okay, notepads at the ready, because for this next section, we're going to race through 8 exciting upcoming games that deserve your full attention. Here's our future hits montage for 2021.
Right, come on in. Alright. That one looks cool. Dice Legacy. Gestalt, Steam and Cinder. Yeah, that one looks like my jam. Playing as like cool cowboy lady. Iron Corbo Kung Fu Janitor. Doesn't really slide off the tongue there, does it, that name? Definitely not Fried Chicken Incorporated. Ranch Sim? Oh, fucking hell. How many sim games can there be? What's that called? Shim? Oh, that's the game where you can only travel through shadows, isn't it? I think. Heard about that. Dome King Cabbage. There's some names here, isn't there?
Okay, I might regret asking this, but you want to help me with this next one, Omachow?
Okay. Did you know that Sega recently announced Sonic Colors Ultimate? We've got some exclusive gameplay from a stage that nobody has
I didn't know she did Oma Chow's voice.
Sonic does okay without me.
Did not regret it.
Hi everyone, I'm Katie Golden, senior producer at Sega of America. And I'm excited to share with you an exclusive clip of Tropical Resort from our upcoming release, Sonic
Colors is
Enjoy.
a very nice looking game. I'm sure this stream is not going to do it justice. No. It looks like worse than Wii resolution on my screen. They could be showing the Wii version. For all I can tell. It's a real shame. But yeah, no, Colours is pretty good. I didn't actually get to finish it. I'm not sure why. I think I got distracted by something else like I usually do. Or did, rather. Try not to do that much anymore. It would be nice to see this at 60 FPS as well. Hey! There you go.
Get ready for Sonic Colors Ultimate, which is racing onto PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on September 7th. Moving swiftly on, we've got a new management game from Chucklefish where you play as a powerful artificial intelligence in control of a space station.
I like the look of the art style.
Do you want to roll the trailer, Troy?
I'm sorry, Laura. I'm afraid I can't do that. I know that you were planning to disconnect me.
No, never mind. I'll handle it. Here is Starmancer.
See, it's a Chucklefish. All I can think of is Chucklevision, which is probably the most UK reference that I've ever used. Oh, they're the Stardew people. Okay. I like the look, the style of this one. Again, we're going like sort of 3D with cool, sort of 2D for the characters. Zombies! Space zombies. Starmancer. Okay. Early access. Just PC at the moment.
We're excited to announce today that Starmancer is coming August 5th, 2021, and it's available to wishlist on Steam now.
Laura, ever since that lake trailer, I've been thinking, have you ever wondered about the Postal Service? Like, that there's just so much mail,
Octopus Postman Simulator.
Not really, no.
Okay. You're saying you don't know about Jeff and Deborah?
Who are What are you talking about? I'm just gonna press this button again and hope it explains everything.
There was a Star Lancer that came out a long time ago.
Kiwi is a game about two kiwi birds who work at the post office.
Oh. I like
Their
kiwis,
names
they're
are
cool.
Jeff and Deborah.
Hi, Jeff
I'm Joel,
and Deborah.
I'm one of the developers on Kiwi, and I'm going to show you how a Kiwi level changes over the course of the game. So in this room, you're transcribing urgent messages and assembling them ransom note style by stamping them onto the page with your butts. You'll come back to this room every so often throughout the game, but there will always be a new twist to change things up.
So Postman
as summer turns to
Overcooked?
autumn, now your word fragments are moving around on conveyor belts, and you'll need to chop certain words in half with the descrambler to get the pieces you need. Jeff and Deborah are going to have to deal with all kinds of hazardous work conditions. They got sandstorms during the summer, mayfly swarms. These guys have no respect for personal property. Paranormal activity. This is genuine footage of an actual haunting. In winter, the post office gets hit with a huge blizzard, and now this level becomes about sharing the warmth of a single tiny lantern to break through blocks of ice and keep each other from becoming kiwi sickles. Our little heroes are going to face new challenges every level and in every room of the post office, whether
It looks
they're typing
hard.
telegrams, or packaging shipping crates, or helping an octopus sort the mail. It's all in a day's work for Jeff and Deborah. Also, you can dress up your kiwis, so don't say we never did nothing for you.
Of course.
We're releasing Kiwi on August 31st for PC and all major consoles, and we hope to see you at the post office. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, it's just Postman Overcooked, isn't it? Like heavily
All right,
co-op
you got it,
based.
Troy. I'm a believer. Co-op Postal Puzzler Kiwi is coming to PC and all current console platforms on August 31st, 2021.
See? Told you. Next up, we've got a roguelike with an attitude. A game show shooter where you earn likes for dunking on competitors and causing a little wanton destruction. Will the circle be unbroken?
I kind of hate the sound of that already.
Find out in this world premiere.
God, it's all for likes. All for the content, mate. At first I was thinking like, oh, is it like Running Man? But then likes, Death Run TV. So it is Running Man, but with social media. Oh god, it's got air horns as well. It looks like it could be quite fun. Binding of Isaac on crack.
That was Death
could be
Run
quite
TV.
fun.
And you can play the pilot right now by heading down to the Future Game Show page on Steam.
Okay, hazmat suits at the ready. Because this next game tasks players with building a team of stalkers to survive a 3D scanned recreation of the Chernobyl exclusion
You've
zone.
got to be
Here's more on what to
fucking kidding
expect
me.
in Chernobylite.
Oh, it's the same one. Okay. I was gonna say, bloody hell, if it's another like Russian / Chernobyl game, that'd be mental.
Zaczynaliśmy właściwie od
I need another Kit Kat.
Skupialiśmy się na przetrwaniu, na menedżowaniu swoim czasem i towarzyszami. To wszystko wydawało się po designersku dobre, ale zwykle emocjonalnie dosyć nudne. I dlatego dodawaliśmy coraz więcej elementów, które angażowały gracza, które były dla niego ciekawe. Na początku był
What do we
taki
call this
mały
genre?
spark,
Russian
który
like?
gracz mógł modyfikować, ale był całkowicie opcjonalny.
Yeah, I
Z
guess.
biegiem gry on stawał się coraz bardziej sensem gry, coraz bardziej jego sercem. Nadawaliśmy coraz większą rolę naszym towarzyszom i warto im było dać właśnie tą walkę. Coraz więcej potworów, coraz więcej możliwości, coraz więcej broni.
What about
Absolutnie
Depression
normalnym
Punk?
jest, że zaczyna się z czymś zupełnie innym niż to, z czym się kończy.
Fight to survive when Chernobylite comes to PC on July 28th, as well as Xbox and PlayStation in the summer. If you were lucky enough to catch one of the early access codes during the virtual show floor, you can play Chernobylite right now. But if you missed them, we've also got more codes to give away on gamesradar.com.
Next up, here are our friends at Team 17 to show us what they've been cooking up with their upcoming PC and console games. Let's take a look.
There's got to be a Worms game in there, right?
Product not yet rated.
Surely. Hell Let Loose, okay. It's kind of interesting how Team 17 have become a big publisher, considering their roots. Super Magbot. Hoko Life. Totally not Animal Crossing. If you squint, that is Animal Crossing. Nintendo are already getting a lawyer. Honey, I joined a cult. King of Seas. I think a lot of the stuff that Team 17 have been publishing, though, has been pretty good. Is that like a strategy game of some sort? Oh, was that Greek? Memories of Azure. That looks nice. I thought the Magbot one looked like Celeste actually. Good evening, dude. How you doing, internet? Sheltered 2. I've not heard of Sheltered 1 actually. I don't think. Overcooked birthday party. The Onion King and Kevin. I was gonna say this has been out for a while, hasn't it? Music still doesn't sound like it fits. This is the actual music this time, as far as I'm aware.
Be sure to wishlist any games that sparked your interest on our Steam page. It really does help the developer out. Or you can also head over to gamesradar.com for more info.
This next game has an engrossing art style, reminiscent of everything from Wes Anderson movies to Wallace and Gromit. Let's throw it over to the Slow Bros to talk you through some exclusive gameplay from their stop-motion handmade adventure, Harold Halibut.
Hi, my name's Donut, and I'm the director and composer of Harold Halibut.
I think they've shown this before.
Art director. Harold Halibut is a handmade narrative game about friendship and life on a city-sized spaceship stuck under sea. It's been 250 years since your home. An Ark-like spaceship fled an Earth on the verge of Cold War to find a habitable planet on which to preserve the human race. You are Harold, a young lab assistant to the ship's lead scientist, Jean-Marie.
That's so interesting
While
looking.
Most of the other inhabitants have reconciled themselves to a life lived aboard the sunken ship, Maro still works tirelessly to find a way to leave.
They've definitely. I've seen this somewhere.
Drier home.
I want to say I saw it last year.
Too much of the story, so let's dive into some gameplay details. You're able to explore a huge part of the spaceship right from the beginning of the game. While the professor will always have tasks waiting for you, the wonderfully weird rest of the Fedorans will keep you just as busy. It was very important for us to not only focus on an exciting main storyline, but to create a world full of interesting events and meaningful encounters. The dialogues don't only help you progress in the main story, but also help you get to know more about the many characters that inhabit our world. Weaving through the narrative,
It's interesting because they've kind of gone for like a stop motion look, but it looks like it's animated like a normal game. But they still look like they're
This is
just
also
like
where
figures.
Harold's personal drawings are kept, as well as a few more shenanigans. At this point, you might be wondering how
I
we
dunno,
achieved the
dude.
stop-motion-like look of the game. We are in fact building every single thing you see in the game in the real world. We build sets and puppets and then 3D scan everything. We're then able to use motion capturing to create lifelike animations for huge.
Ah, yes,
cast
they
of
are using motion capture. Okay.
While the game begins with Harold's mundane day-to-day, mysterious events and a fateful encounter will soon plunge you into a new world that nobody could have guessed existed, and one that may hold the key to morose relaunch plans. We're really excited to find out how you like being immersed in this unique world and the feeling of puppeteering Harold. There's still quite a bit of work to do, so all we can say right now is that Harold Halibut will come soonish on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. You can already wishlist the game on Steam. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Very interesting looking.
Harold Halibut is coming soonish to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Okay, yes, there have been a few gloomy games so far, so we came up with a wholesome chaser. I'm told that the developers came up with something
It's creeping you
sweet
out.
and
It's
so positive
probably
that they
because of
just had to
stop
call it
motion.
Happy
I find stop motion pretty
Seriously,
creepy.
if what I'm reading is correct, this one is gonna melt your hearts.
What is that? Is that like a babby? Happy game. That doesn't look very happy. That looks too happy. Talking of creepy. Is this Salad Fingers the game? I don't think that's a very happy game.
Okay, Laura, hope you're still there. Tell me you just watched the same trailer that I did?
Troy, yeah, that was something. What I want to know is who the hell is
Happy
writing this?
game.
Yeah, I don't know, but they're telling me that Happy Game is coming to PC and Nintendo Switch in 2021. Oh, and demo is available now if you want to
Mentally scar yourself.
Into a land of wonder. Good luck with that.
Our next game is a gorgeous hand-drawn puzzle platformer following a young mechanic in a broken world. Pay attention at the end of this trailer for some exciting information about the Minute of Islands release date.
What's it called? The Minute of Islands.
4 brothers, bound by eternal purpose. They all broke at the same time. And a girl named Mo.
Again, love the look of it.
What must be done? When the blight first came, people began to panic. And now, the spores are taking hold of whatever remains. Mo's family is still here, however. She has been tasked to protect them. After all, she
really,
is
Mo?
the bearer of the Omni Switch.
This what's that cartoon with the little Game Boy that's got like a face? Adventure Time? It kind of looks like that.
Minute of Islands.
Oh, that's out now. Okay. Christ, that's the first I've heard of that.
Yes, we are excited to announce that Minute of Islands is out now for PC, Mac, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch, and will be arriving on Xbox later this week.
Xbox.
Next up, we've got an update from the folks at Techland, who are fine-tuning the zombie parkour of Dying Light 2. Let's throw it over to the developers, who are here to answer some of your questions about
Noticed they've been splitting the stuff between the PC gaming show and this, haven't they?
Can you tell us a bit more about the video we just saw in the PC Gaming Show?
The video presented in the PC Gaming Show brings you closer to Aiden's story. What is he looking for, what motivates him, how he ends up in the city, and of course, what happened in the old franchise between both games. This is a bunch of important information about the DL2 story.
Okay, so we know more about the main storylines from the mentioned video. How does the game look outside the core campaign?
Side quests are an important part of world building in Dying Light 2. Through these quests you can decide how the city will look like, thanks to the city alignment system, or bring new opportunities for the citizens. A great example is an opera singer that Timon mentioned in developers AMA. Some citizens will support your decisions, some of them will not, but it's up to you to decide how the city should look like. We have a lot of game activities prepared for our players, but at this stage we want it to be a surprise for you.
How seamless is the co-op experience? Would you say that the best way to experience Dying Light 2 is with a friend?
It could be. What is cool about the co-op is that it gives you an opportunity to see how the world changes when your friends make different decisions than you. In co-op you can walk in their shoes to experience all those differences, but really there is no just one way to play Dying Light 2. It's up to you guys.
How are you improving the story for Dying Light 2?
I know we all have great fun killing infected, but we also want to give you a deep, thought-provoking experience that will let you be immersed in the DLC.
Didn't finish the first game again.
On top of that, thanks to the choices and consequences,
I don't think it is Rug necessarily. I think they've been showing it off quite a bit in the last couple of weeks, haven't they?
A great open world that feels alive.
I don't know why they're not showing much on here though.
Full of infecteds, but it's also full of humans with their everyday life activities.
But it seems like it's quite good from what they have shown.
The simple rule: ground is death, and roof
I
is
haven't,
alive.
John. No.
It
It looked kind of interesting though.
Differently on each of those levels. Also, their behavior depends.
I've got
on
the
choices you make
I got it on PS4, I believe. Have you played it? Is it good? Stay human.
Dying Light 2 is coming to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series
Yeah, they're
X
just
and
not doing a
S,
really
and
good job
PC
here
on
of
December
selling the
7th.
game, are they?
Revealed during the Nintendo Indie World Showcase earlier this year, this next game is a skateboarding action platformer. Here's Simon Bennett from Roll7 to give you an exclusive
Oh, it was like a tenner,
look
wasn't it?
at Ollie Ollie World.
Ollie Ollie World. I think I watched the direct. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw this.
Hi there, I'm Simon Bennett and I'm the co-CEO of BAFTA award-winning studio Roll7.
Yeah, it looks pretty fun.
Right now, we're working on Ollie Ollie World. It's our stunning action platform.
I never played
You're gonna
any of the
meet quirky
Ollie Ollie
characters
games,
on a magical road
but they
trip
seem to
through
be
Rad
pretty
Landing.
well
And
received.
of course, add a ton of new skate moves into your trick bag.
£8, not bad. Not bad for physical as well.
As a studio, we've spent over a decade on flow state games. They transport you into a state of total focus and immersion, and it's something that we very much continue to build on with Ollie Ollie World.
There's at least 2 more. Mo, there's a 1 and a 2. I don't know if there's any more than that.
Games in the series, you're probably pretty aware that you're going to slam a bunch before you succeed. So for players who want it, that challenge is very much still there. New players will be happy to hear that the game will welcome you with open arms and ensure that we can get you up
style's
and running
nice.
in no time. Ultimately, we've managed to make failure part of the fun. Yeah, you're going to get knocked down, but when you finally nail that line, it tastes just that much sweeter.
Bit like Trials then.
There's just so much more flow to the game. We've even added grabs, wall rides, firecrackers, split routes, right to left skating, and a host of insane tricks to keep your fingers busy. There's a range of visually and mechanically distinct areas to explore, packed to the brim with a fantastical cast of quirky characters, beautiful landscapes, cities, and of course, walking trees. Ollie Ollie World is coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch and PC this winter.
Everything!
Make sure you wishlist it now.
They really want you to wishlist stuff, guys.
That was Ollie Ollie World, which is coming to PC and all current console platforms this winter.
Really, really want you
Next
to
up,
wishlist
we've got
it.
a new game from the team at Odd Bug Studio, creators of PSVR's The Lost Bear. This animated story trailer will introduce you to the world of Tales of Iron, and something tells me you might be familiar with the narrator.
Tales of Iron.
For centuries and longer, rats have fought
It's Geralt.
tirelessly to repel the incessant frog invasions. Peace was only ever short-lived, until finally a young monarch rose to power.
Rat King.
King Rattus, first of his name, unified the rat kingdoms under one rule, repelling Greenwort and his kind back to the putrid swamps from whence they came. Crops prospered, families flourished, and a magnificent crimson keep climbed ever higher toward the sky. But as time passed, King Rattus the Savior grew old, and the kingdom vulnerable once more. His people grew anxious, some claiming to perceive a faint odor in the air.
Fart gas.
Greenward had returned with a ferocious vengeance, amassing an army of unfathomable scale. He burned everything in his path towards the Crimson Keep. King Rattus gazed down upon his withered claws, barely able to hold the crown. He had little hope wielding a sword. So it was decided the crown should pass to Whiskers New. Arise, young prince, for the kingdom needs a hero. And so, your tale begins.
I'd quite like to see how that plays, though.
Question the reign of the Iron Frog. Doug. Anyway, in Tales of Iron, which is coming to PC and all current console platforms. Our next segment is from Polish studio Movie Games and hosted by God of War and Twisted Metal director David Jaffe, who recently joined their supervisory board.
David Jaffe has not put out much it's been really good in a while.
David Jaffe, great to see you. God of War, Twisted Metal, a bunch of PlayStation stuff. These days I'm doing some new stuff with movie games. These guys, they've hooked up with this great company. You have to have heard of them, Plattige Image, one of the best VFX houses in the business. They worked on The Witcher. They worked on Love, Death, and Robots. We're making a brand new game, the biggest game we've ever done, by the way.
Take a breath,
all about
David.
Crime and mob and mafia and different time periods. It's going to be great. But for today, settle in, babies. These are the brand new games coming very soon from Movie Games. Lust from Beyond. Man, this is one of the coolest games I've played in the last year. It's what turned me on to movie games in the first place. What you're looking at is the M-rated, console-friendly version of the erotic horror cult classic. It's a first-person action-adventure game that blends Lovecraftian horror with weird freaking eroticism. I love this game. Lust from Beyond.
Not my game. Not my game, not my jam.
Let you step into the shoes of the only real-life superheroes we got, the first responders. This game is my childhood fantasy come to life. This game took me totally by surprise. You're trapped in the wilderness, freezing, hungry, and now you're starting to go a little bit insane. Man, you start seeing all kinds of crazy stuff out there. Winter Survival Simulator, it's coming soon. Have a great E3. Have a great few
Wait, so that was
games.
basically 2 simulator games there. No wonder he's drinking vodka. Wow, that was awful.
Thanks to David Jaffe.
That was
And check out
bloody
GameSaver.com for more about movie games' upcoming titles.
What do I have against jam? Yeah,
This
peanut butter's
next
better.
presentation comes from the folks at Xseed Games, the makers
Hello,
of
Rocky.
Story of Seasons and Rune
Anime!
Here's a look at their most exciting current and upcoming projects.
It's all anime games. The Keeper's Trip. I played one of the PS4 ones. It is super basic, but it was alright. Anime. Shadowverse Champions Battle. Anime. It's just a card game. Is this based on something? It's Anime Hearthstone. Literally. Wait, isn't this out? Oh, it's coming PlayStation and Xbox. Okay. Shadowverse sounds like a Sonic tie-in. It's not Harvest Moon. Marvest Hoon. Okay, Mo. Yeah, not heard of that. Rune Factory? That's coming to PS4, Xbox, and PC. Interesting. I heard this was quite good. Again, you just literally just showed 2 of the exact same game almost. No, Rune Factory's more action though, isn't it? Holy shit. Just all of the Rune Factory.
Fending off a monster or two is one thing, but protecting a whole town? That's a lot.
Yeah, it's the Weeb block, yeah. I think Xseed only do, like, Weeb games.
Tomorrow. Today, I rest.
I look forward to working together, as colleagues and as rivals.
Very Weeb. This is going on longer than I thought it would, actually.
Marvelous.
Find out more about Xseed's lineup on GamesRadar.com.
This next game is a hack-and-slash RPG with twin-stick shooter elements set in a retro sci-fi world.
I'm in.
Here's a new gameplay trailer for Batora, Lost Haven.
You said a lot of words that I like, all in one sentence.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah, alright. That looks pretty good.
Batora Lost Haven is coming
I think
soon
so,
to
Internet,
PC
yeah.
and all
Semran
current console
Kagura.
platforms. And you can sign up to play the closed alpha when it launches on July 21st now.
That looks pretty
Let's slow
good.
things down a bit with a look at the next game from the creators of 2 Point Hospital.
Oh wait, I think I saw something about this a few weeks ago.
No, you didn't. Here's developers Mark Webley, Ben Huskins, and Gary Card to tell you all about it and give you a first look at gameplay.
2 Point Campus, wasn't it? Was it 2 Point Campus?
Introducing 2 Point Campus.
Ah, there you go. I still need to pick up 2 Point Hospital. I was wondering what I should pick it up
When we
on.
think about what we're going to do next, campus and the idea of running a university or
I feel like it'd be
college or
quite a good
something
Switch
just
game.
Come back to is a really rich topic.
So people who haven't probably heard of 2 Point Studios may think, oh, schools, that's really dull. Well, hospitals, if you've seen our previous game, isn't about healthcare really. It's a wrapper, you know, we call it 2 Point Hospital, but that's about as close as it gets to real world of medical healthcare.
Campus is taking everything we learned from 2 Point Hospital and taking it to the next level.
The important thing was for us to give the player a canvas that they could completely create themselves.
In Campus, you start with this blank plot of land.
We've got something called the Smart Brush, for example, which allows you to drag...
Who is it? Someone was saying the other day, hopefully they'll do a theme park game at some point as well.
It's just really easy to paint the world you want.
So it's really simple to lay down some paths at different angles.
Oh god!
It's fun, isn't it? I mean, it's adding this kind of...
Oh, no wonder they're
city
watching it at
builder
720p.
The difference between 2 Point Hospital and Campus is that
They're not even watching
a
it
much
themselves through
with our students.
like the actual thing.
What to do with Campus is make you care about your university.
This is Twitch
idea
Gaming
of
watching
these
it through
interesting and different courses are gonna
Games
attract
Radar,
interesting
which
and different
I'm also
students.
watching
So
through mine.
There's a night school.
Horrible pun, but night school, you got it. You're going to train knights of the realm. So it won't be stuffy, normal, boring stuff that made you go to sleep at school. It's going to be really
The future is 720p. Actually, I'm streaming in 720p, so yeah.
That was
it
2
is.
Point Campus, which is coming soon to PC and all current console platforms.
Our next game is in early development, but it already has a very cool codename, which is always a good sign. Here's Leo to tell you all about Project Ferocious.
It's not that cool.
Hello, my name is Leo, and I'm the developer of Project
If it was
Ferocious,
called like Project Turbo
adventure
Bastard or
series
something,
from
then I'd
Ireland.
be more interested.
Some of you might know me from Twitter as Omniok, where I post about the game and development and tech and stuff. And if not, I've been doing game dev for about 12 years with a big passion, and I've been working on this
Future's
project for
480p,
about-
definitely.
It's the first project of mine I decided to show to the public. And even though I know it still has a
Does this
very
game look like a model?
I'm very
This guy
proud
looked like a model, sorry.
today to you on the show. Please enjoy the trailer.
Oh. Was it meant to do that? very grey. Like, aggressively grey. Deliberately grey. Is this more dinosaurs? Oh my fucking god. Is that 3 games with dinosaurs in this one presentation? It's not. Funnily enough, they haven't shown Ark. They haven't shown Ark 2, have they? Targeting 2023. Fucking hell, that's early, isn't it?
A 2023 release date.
Holy shit.
PC, PlayStation,
showing us that
and
well
Xbox.
early.
Our next world premiere asks, what if Doom Guy had a drunk one-night stand with Super Meat Boy? Guess this next game wants to answer that question for some reason.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Did he just basically ask, what if Doom Guy fucked a cube of meat? So Doom, but more platforming? Warcry. Warcry challenges? I'm not sure about that name.
Warcry challenges when it stops
A great night in.
Drops on PC this summer.
Up next, we've got another world premiere. Conway, Disappearance at Dahlia View is a story-driven detective thriller set in 1950s England. Let's find out more, shall we?
That sounds pretty cool. It's going to come down to the art style again, isn't it?
Robert Conway, 22nd of June, 1954. I've solved many a case in my time as a private investigator, but nothing so close to home as the abduction of Charlotte May. There are some things that take hold of a person and refuse to let go. For me, it's the idea of saving that little girl. My own daughter, Catherine, is on the case. She has the same look in her eye that I used to have. There'll be no stopping her. I wish I could say that all of my neighbors are innocent. I wish I could say that I have the faintest clue where to begin. There's a lot I wish I could say.
Don't know if I'm sold on the art style of it. Not that that's necessarily particularly important.
Sometimes it takes a nightmare to wake a place like Dahlia View.
Conway. That's coming out and everything. It's not Charles Xavier.
That was Conway, Disappearance at Dahlia
Conway
View from White Paper Games, and you can dig into the mystery yourself when it lands on PC and all current console platforms, autumn 2021.
And with that, we're at the end of this year's Future Game Show.
One more thing.
Whoa, hold on. Surely this can't be the end. I mean, it's an E3 showcase.
Yeah.
Nope, sorry, Troy, that's it. Just kidding.
I knew it. All right, let's see it.
Oh God, John. All right. Are we going to end flaccidly? Marissa Marcel was a film star. Okay. Is this going to be another one of those like live action ones that you can... Yeah, her story. It's just another live action one where the game moves off in different directions depending what you pick, right? Immortality.
My
All
name
right.
is Marissa Marcel. I'm 17 years old, and it's my dream to be an actress.
And that really is all we have time for.
Didn't really give us much there, did it?
GamesRadar.com for more
I guess it
coverage
can't.
and updates on all the games
They're
you've
just
seen
going
today.
off of the
I'm just sorry.
off the
really
previous games.
Excited about that Sam Barlow reveal. Yes, and thanks to our headline partners, Debbie D. Black, and of course all of our many talented developers and industry partners that have made all of this possible.
And of course, for everyone tuning in at home.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed today's lineup, and mark your diaries because the Future Game Show will be returning in August.
I'm Laura Bailey.
And I'm Troy Baker.
And this has been the Future Game Show 2021.
No, that's more Dying Light gameplay there than they showed us in both this and the PC gaming one combined, pretty much. Yeah, that, yeah. There were some interesting games there, but... Yeah. There was some interesting games in there. No Grey Man. Wait, what? What Grey Man? Yeah, I mean, a lot of it we'd already seen, hadn't we? Like Jurassic World. The Rat King one looked kind of cool. But we'd need to see how it plays. Yeah, it's alright. I remember hard drives, though. Remember hard drives? Oh, the Dying Light guy who was unenthusiastic. That's true, yeah. He wasn't there. Oh, God. I don't know why I'm actually... We might as well not... Yeah, you can go away. We can have some more Sword of a Million. Yes, Sword of a Million. Yeah, it was alright. There wasn't anything particularly memorable there. I think that might be more to because of my failing memory, perhaps. that could definitely be a thing. They also, I mean, they showed a lot, didn't they? Like a lot. Just seeing if anything pops up in Eurogamer. Problem was they showed so much stuff that it all just kind of blended together into one gooey mess. Yes, and there was a lot of Russian games, a lot of games with dinosaurs. All the presentations are blurred into one for you. Yeah, kind of, Rocky. Yeah, I tell you what though. I mean, I really liked the Xbox one. I feel like that was the perfect way to do it. Not necessarily the best stuff announced, but I think that's the best way to do it. That PC, that Future Games one, was actually pretty well done in terms of how they were announcing stuff. It's just not all the stuff they announced was particularly interesting, or they're putting stuff in that's already been out or announced, which is less interesting, but it was fine. I think it was... I'm going to have to go and rewatch last year's one, but it certainly seemed better than last year's effort. Interesting to see they're doing one in August as well. I guess they'll do it around Gamescom or something, but yeah, from what I can remember of it, that seemed better than last year's one for sure.